Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Ansu Fati as it has been reported that Barca are facing roadblock in their efforts to offload players. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about this um, young, talented Uruguayan player Fabricio Diaz, as it has been reported that the 20-year-old Barca target will be sold as Barcelona continue to push for his signing. We are also going to be discussing more on that. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. Much like last year, FC Barcelona are experiencing a familiar problem of offloading unwanted stars in the upcoming summer transfer window. In light of the club's ongoing financial difficulties, the Blaugrana are determined to get rid of some of their unwanted stars in order to balance the books. The players in question are Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, and possibly even last summer signing Rafinha. However, as reported by Marca, Barcelona are facing a major challenge in their bid to sell these players. It appears neither of the three attackers have any intention to leave in Camp Nou ahead of the new season. Ansu Fati, for one, wants to fight for his place in the team next season and has informed his representatives, Josh Mendes, of remaining at Camp Nou. The Portuguese super agent has tried his best to convince the player to jump ship this summer, but to no avail. Barcelona are facing a similar situation with Ferran Torres. The former Manchester City starlet has failed to live up to the expectations since joining the club in early 2022. In light of his struggles, the club wants to offload Ferran Torres this summer, even for a cut price deal. But Ferran has shown no desire to leave Camp Nou. He remains determined to prove himself to Xavi Hernandez despite his mediocre performances over the past year and a half. Rafinha, meanwhile, is facing a delicate situation. The Brazilian's preference is to remain at Camp Nou, but even if Barcelona do manage to find a suitor for the attacker, they will not be able to make much of a profit, having only signed him last summer. The Catalans have a considerable part of the winger's transfer fee to be amortized, so offloading him this summer would not make much sense. As for other Barcelona players made available to the market, they do not have many suitors. These players include Samuel Umtiti, Des. The club therefore have no choice but to offload them for a very low sum of money. Players who have a market, however, are considered untouchable at Barcelona. This includes Gavi, Ronald Araujo, and Frankie de Jong as well, who has recently become a target for Bayern Munich boss Thomas Tuchel. Of course, Barcelona have a lot to do, have a lot to decide this summer window in order to have a good transfer business. So far, Barca haven't sold any player yet, but they have to do so. It is compulsory Barca do so if actually they want to make use of this transfer window to strengthen the squad. There have been players that we have been talking about who have been linked with an exit, like Ansu Fati, Ferran Torres, Frankie Sier, Rafinha, and to be honest, selling those players have not been easy at all because honestly, Barca still haven't sold one. Then how would it take to sell five or four that they need to sell them? And time is not on our side. So if Barca are sitting thinking that there's still a lot of time, they might just be shocked that time might cut short. And honestly, it can be dangerous. Ansu Fati, for one, has been a player that have been linked and have been talked about so much as to a possible exit. But the player have always remained insistent that he won't leave the club as he wants to fight for his place. And I think that for me personally, Fati should be given another chance if possible because he is a good footballer. He is a born footballer who has talent. Despite having a poor performance last time out, it doesn't necessarily mean that Ansu Fati will never regain his form. So I think he can be given another chance. And I'm happy that recent reports are saying that Xavi Hernandez is considering the same, of leaving the player to stay at Barca, as he has a lot of potential. He have shown in the other seasons that he is a quality player and we need him. So hoping that he can, whatever he was thinking or whatever thing he's going through, he might come back to his best version of himself. Ferran Torres, another player that has been strongly linked to an exit. I think Ferran should be sold. Many people have been saying that Barca should sell Ferran. If the club actually need to sell players, Ferran should be among those players. Definitely he should be there because we need money. Even though Barca might not make the profit, considering that they signed Ferran Torres for 55 million euros, they can never sell him for 55 or more. No one day. So players like Frankie is here as well, another player who have been strongly linked, but the player have insisted that he wants to stay. Players like Clement Lenglet, players like Eric Garcia, those players are players that need to be sold. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Speaking in an interview, Luis Palma Jose, the president of Liverpool Montevideo, has confirmed that Barca target Fabricio Diaz will be sold likely this summer by the club, and his price is currently 8 million euros, the president confirmed. The 20-year-old speed star is one of the most coveted young midfielders after his performances for Liverpool Montevideo, as well as the Uruguayan youth national teams. Despite being just 20 years old, the defensive midfielder has already been made over 100 caps for his club and is also the captain of the first team. Moreover, he led Uruguay to the FIFA Under-20 World Cup triumph earlier this month after having taken them to the finals of the South American Under-20 Championship earlier this month. Naturally, a number of clubs in Europe have taken note of his progression as well as potential, with Barcelona among his admirers. FC Barcelona are in the market for a new DM following Busquets' departure, and Fabricio Diaz is an option being looked at strongly by Xavi Hernandez and co. It had been previously suggested that Fabricio Diaz would be available for just 6 million, but his price tag shot up after the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Now, Liverpool Montevideo president Palma has confirmed saying that Diaz, along with his teammate Luciano Rodriguez, will likely be sold by the club this summer. He was also added that the 20-year-old Barca target would be available for 8 million euro. He said his price is 8 million. It is likely that he will be sold in August, Palma said. It has been reported that Barca's pursuit of Diaz has gone cold lately due to economic situations, but a price tag of 8 million should be within the reach of Barcelona. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.